Did you
Hey,
know that
beautiful
a clean house
people.
can lead to
Welcome back to the
prosperity and clutter
channel.
could be
Today I'm
blocking your
bringing you something
blessings? I'm gonna back it
exciting.
up with scripture and then I'm gonna chat with you. Okay? Luke 8:14 says, "And that which fell among thorns are they, which when they have heard go forth and are choked with cares and riches and pleasures of this life, and bring forth no fruit to perfection." Okay, next we're going to back it up with Luke 11:21 through 22, where it says, "When a strong man armed keepeth his palace, his goods are in peace. But when a stronger than he shall come upon him and overcome him, he taketh from him all his armor wherein he trusted and divideth his spoils." Okay, then we're going to back it up with 1 Corinthians 14:33, where it says, "For God is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints." Okay, have you ever noticed when you're unmotivated, depressed, in a funk that your room looks like a tornado hit it? As soon as you make the bed, fold them clothes, and do the dishes, you feel like you're on top of the world? Baby, that's God and neuroscience at work, okay? Being in a clean environment is proven to reduce your cognitive load, stress, and anxiety, which leaves room for an improved mood, focus, and motivation, okay? God is within you, and He is a God of peace and not of confusion, then it only makes sense for Him to prosper you in environments that breed peace. Because if you surround yourself with clutter and chaos, he's not going to put more on your plate. He's not going to burden you with more responsibility, okay? Which is why Luke 16:10 makes perfect sense. "He that is faithful in that which is least is faithful also in much, and he that is unjust in the least is unjust also in much." Okay, so go ahead and make that bed, fold them clothes, and do them dishes, okay? And send this to a friend because we don't have time to be missing out on blessings because we got a little clutter, okay? Mwah.
I started cleaning my house every single day before I went to sleep, and it literally changed my life. Like, I clean my toilets every day, I clean my shower every day, dishes are done after every single meal, I sweep and I vacuum every single day, wipe down everything every single day, every single night to be more exact. Before I go to sleep, I do all of this. And it literally takes me like an extra maybe 20-ish minutes to do this. Like, it doesn't take a lot of time, and it keeps my house really, really clean. I know this sounds super basic, but just keeping your area and your household spotless and clean, that will literally make you so much more successful. It makes you feel more productive. You feel cleaner. You feel better. You feel more successful. I think what you guys should start doing is cleaning your house every single day. I grew up in a very messy, dirty, disgusting house because my parents were always busy and they just didn't know how to run a household. And now that I'm an adult, like, it just feels so good to clean my spaces every day and be like a super neat freak. But apparently, being a super neat freak is actually just being normal. So,
I don't know who needs to hear this, but clean your room. Clean your room. Clean your room, clean your car, get organized. I just feel like a lot of us want a lot of things, and especially as women of God, a lot of us are praying for a lot of things, asking God for a lot of things, and I think we neglect the things that we already have, and that does not go unnoticed by God. I really think cleaning your room, maintaining your room, it is maintaining your home. It is stewarding your home. It is having your house in order. And we know God is a God of order, that He cares about the things that He gives us, that He cares about the fact that we care about those things as well. And I just feel like sometimes we're asking God for a home, a spouse, children, a family, but we can't even do a basic necessity of cleaning our rooms, cleaning our cars, having clean spaces. And I'm not saying that it has to be perfect. Again, we're sinful creatures. Sometimes we're tired, sometimes we're weak, sometimes we just can't do it. But I think that's when we realize that there is a reliance on God that needs to happen to take place. Like, you'll have to rely on Him in the marriage that you're asking for, in the parenthood that you're asking for, the friendships you're asking for. So why aren't you relying on Him when it comes to keeping a clean space, working out, maintaining a healthy lifestyle, being organized, staying organized, just having yourself in order, so that way before the things that you're asking for even come, you're already a woman of discipline, structure, routine, and organization. Because, like, don't you think that those things will help you have a more manageable time once those roles happen, and lead you to be less stressed? Like, me personally, my mom has always been very clean. She's Caribbean, like, to this day she's very clean. But we all know sometimes those people who, because their room's a mess, or their car, or because their life is in disarray, they are so stressed. And I just wonder, like, maybe God is protecting you from becoming the very stressed mom, becoming the very stressed wife who isn't able to enjoy her family, enjoy her children, enjoy her spouse, because she has no idea how to maintain cleanliness and organization in her home and in her life. Being a clean person, being someone who has organization skills and discipline will make you a better wife someday, a better mom someday, but a better woman today. And probably in some ways a better Christian.
Get rid of everything. Whatever's not serving you in any way, even if it's a pair of ripped socks, clothes that are so worn they have holes in them, items around your house that don't make you feel good, get rid of all of it. That's the vibe that I'm on this upcoming year. I want to get rid of everything that doesn't make me feel good anymore. Because the second that I do that and like declutter certain spaces, get rid of things, throw things away, I feel so much better mentally, spiritually. Things hold energy. I will always believe that. When you finally stop caring, get rid of stuff, throw it away, donate it, and replace it with new, high quality, better things, you'll be shocked at how much better you feel in every aspect. When you put on a shirt that you always wear, it's been washed 500 times, there's holes in it, there's oil stains on it, but you don't want to get rid of it, and you put that shirt on, does it make you feel good? Subconsciously, the way that we dress and carry ourselves, the things that we buy, the things that we interact with in our daily life, a product or a shirt or a pair of socks, those things build up our identity. Invest in yourself and your space, because those things matter more than you realize.
One time my mom, she told me that a clean house can lead to prosperity and that clutter can block financial blessings. And while that exact idea is not written in the Bible, there are a few biblical principles that touch on the edges of what she meant. Now, scripture doesn't say a messy home stops blessings, but it does teach you that God honors stewardship and order and discipline. And verses like Luke 16:10 just remind us that whoever is faithful with the little, that can be trusted with more. And in Corinthians, it shows that God values order in the environments we create. And even in Proverbs, it warns us that neglect and disorder can lead to lack, not because God punishes a messy house, but because disorder breeds decline. And so there's no verse that directly links cleanliness to financial prosperity. The principle behind it, though, does make sense. A cluttered environment also affects your mind. Psychologically, clutter is going to increase your stress. It's going to lower your motivation and just make decision making harder. And when your environment is chaotic, it becomes harder to think clearly, manage your money, plan, create, or just move forward. So your house isn't blocking your blessings, but disorder can slow momentum. And a clean space will just support clarity and discipline and your productivity, all of which position you to thrive. And so my mom wasn't quoting scripture, but she was touching on a deeper truth. Stewardship matters, and God, he doesn't demand perfection, but he does look for order and care and responsibility. And when they're present in our environment, our life will tend to follow.